What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. Just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, East Coast time, last trade on MULN, 89 and a quarter. If you're day trading the stock, like I told you to buy it between 55 and 60, you're pulling the fucking ripcord. And for some of you out there that have traded the calls twice, you've made more than 800% on the long side in the last 24 hours. So the obvious question is, where are we going from here? All that and more coming right out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, huh? Ladies? Huh? Hey, sorry, Ma. Family show. I just had to show you guys that, yes, I am capable of dressing up. How many 6'3", 250-pound motherfuckers can get away with wearing white jeans in the middle of summer right here? So I'm telling you right now, I hear you. I'm telling you guys right now, last trade, 87 and a quarter. What have we seen in the last, let's call it 3 or 4 days? $1 collapsed to 39, 39 all the way to 88. 88 back to 55. Where did I say in yesterday's low that we were going to bottom out? Wait for it. 55. Boom! All the way to 96 as soon as I came out of the dentist. I tweeted somewhere around 88. It's 89 right now. You're getting out of the stock if you're trading it, whether it's with the calls or the stock. And I have been absolutely in fuego when it comes to MULN over the course of the last few days. But the question is now, where are we going to go from here? All right, look, I have been excessive, and before I forget, the Discord is almost done. It'll be finished tomorrow. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to have 2 gateways. You can pay directly at the Discord if you don't own a small business, but if you're grandfathered in, like most of you, as a premium member at trysmallbiz.com, do not worry about it. You'll get an email from me most likely on Monday. It'll be wide open next week. And a lot of what you've had to endure as far as you snowflakes and haters are concerned on Twitter is going to go away. Every once in a while, I'll throw you a bone. Every once in a while, I'll tell you what's going on in the stock market. But if you want to make real fucking money with yours truly, somebody who's racked up well over 130 winners for 800+%, and we're not even talking about the 2 MULN trades, which in case you missed it at the open, you could have made over 800% on your money in less than 24 hours on the calls. But now it gets a lot trickier. Last trade, 84.5. Simply put, because we are the king, or I should say I'm the king of keep it simple, stupid. You go from $1 to 39. You go from 39 to 88. You go from 88 exactly to where I said to the fucking half of a quarter of a tenth of a cent at 55 would be the worst case low. Go check my Twitter. I was screaming at people to buy. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. Oh, it's going back to 39. Oh, wrong. Runs all the way to 96. So we've got let's call it 95 to keep it simple, high. 55 on the low. Where is it most likely going to settle out by the close? Somewhere in the middle. Call it 75. From here on out, it gets a lot trickier. So if you followed my advice in the last 24 hours and you made a fucking fortune, whether it was trading the stock or the calls for almost 850%, I would lay off it for the moment because, as I just said, it gets a lot more difficult from here. We have the September 5th compliance. We're not going to make it. But glass half full, because you glass half empty motherfuckers that are telling people to go short or to throw everything out like some of you did yesterday at 40 cents, you're dead wrong. You need to start listening to people like myself that have experience, 30 years of experience, half as a broker. I know what the fuck's going on. And I'm telling you right now, this stock is going higher. It ain't going lower. Yeah, I was wrong for getting heavy in the stock as high as 4.5 reverse split adjusted. But I know resistance and support levels. I know when a stock changes its tune from bearish to bullish. And I'm telling you right now, even though we're most likely going to settle somewhere around $0.75 in the near term, the next 30 days and beyond is this away, not that away. Why do I say that? Take a look at the news report from yesterday. I'm not talking about what David said, and I have to give him an A+, right? He fell on the sword. He did a mea culpa. He aligned with the people. He said, I'm disappointed in what's going on. It hurts me. It pains me. And then they came in with the bazooka. We still don't know if it was a buyback, if it was the insiders, how much they may have bought back. I would say, based on the price action, some, but it's going to get a hell of a lot more difficult at this point to trade the stock. So what I would encourage you to focus on. Can you believe I'm out of the dentist and doing this video? What was in the earnings, or what was in the news announcement from David? $600 million in assets, less than $10 million in debt. I challenge anybody watching right now, tell me a company, a penny stock that hasn't done any meaningful revenue, less than $1 million booked in the last 2 years, huge pipeline, that's got $600 million in assets and virtually no debt. They should pay that off, by the way. That's a talking point. We've got $600 million, over $500 million in assets, Elms, et cetera, Bollinger. We have no debt. We have 200, 300, 400, whatever it ends up being in terms of backlog that will be manifested and generated over the next 6, 12, 24 months. How many penny stocks out there, answer, can say the same? None. This stock, at a minimum, should be trading at $2 or $3 right now. At a minimum. I own it at 4.5. And as I told some of you haters yesterday, I don't expect to make money. If it gets up $2 to $3 a share, I'm pulling the ripcord on at least some of it. I don't think it has the juice, and maybe it does. Boy, would I love to be wrong, to go from 39 to 390. But anything is possible. It's telling you right here and right fucking now that the game has changed. The bulls have taken over. If you're looking at the block trades, and I was doing it at a stoplight, sorry, Ma, not supposed to be texting and driving. Look at the block trades of 500,000 shares or more in the last 24 hours. It's through the roof. There's multiple. And many times you'll see orders go off at 1/2 or 3/4 or 1 million shares, a penny, penny and a half over the offer. You know what that is? That's called institutional money, most likely in the dark pools, that's saying, I need you to get me whatever the fuck you can, all the way up to 75, 80, 85. And if I have to pay over the asking price to get filled, preferably in million share blocks, that's exactly what you do. That's not the fucking guy that's living in his mother's basement chatting up all day long telling you that I and everybody else who is long is wrong. Now, don't listen to anybody who doesn't have a fucking pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. So in closing, the game has changed. The new low is 55 cents. The new level of resistance is 96. We probably settle somewhere in the middle. If we can get some news, a buyback, an alliance, an actual order that's not only in the backlog, but actually paid for, coming out of today, tomorrow, next week, I'm telling you right now, we're going to go into the September 5th and most likely not get compliance, but NASDAQ's going to say you're absolutely going to get an appeal. It'll be 30 to 60 days from now. And if we can go in there with a stock at that point over $1, maybe even over $2 a share, and say we've got 600 million in assets, no debt whatsoever. Here's our backlog. Here's our projection. Can we please get another 180 days like that motherfucker Jason, who's been nailing the stock in the last 24 hours? Why, yes. Yes, you can. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, always remember that I absolutely love you, and thanks for watching. Ladies, did you see them white jeans?